Imagine a forest without its giants. Trees stand silent. The ground is strangely empty. The air feels different. This is a world without elephants. Elephants are more than just animals. They are gardeners, engineers, and caretakers of their environment. Their loss would leave a gaping hole in the natural world. Across Africa and Asia, these gentle giants shape the very landscapes they inhabit. They are vital for the health of forests, grasslands, and the countless species that depend on them. But today, elephants face an uncertain future. Their survival depends on us understanding their importance and acting to protect them. The story of the elephant is a journey through time spanning millions of years. Their ancestors were small swamp-dwelling creatures called Moeritherium. Over time, these early relatives evolved, growing larger and adapting to new environments. They developed trunks for grasping food and tusks for digging and defense. From the mighty mammoths of the Ice Age to the forest elephants of today, these creatures have left their mark on every continent except Antarctica. Their story is a testament to the power of evolution, shaping these magnificent animals into the giants we know today. Elephants are ecosystem engineers. They create pathways through dense forests, knocking down trees and clearing undergrowth. This allows sunlight to reach the forest floor, promoting new growth. Their massive appetites mean they consume vast amounts of vegetation. This constant grazing helps to control plant growth and prevents any one species from dominating. Their dung, rich in nutrients, acts as a natural fertilizer. It helps to disperse seeds, promoting plant diversity across long distances. In these ways, elephants play a crucial role in shaping and maintaining their environment, creating a mosaic of habitats that benefit countless other species. Elephants have a surprising talent. They are gardeners of the savanna and forest. As they move, they disperse seeds over vast distances, carried in their dung. These seeds, already fertilized by the elephant's digestive system, find fertile ground in the dung deposits. This gives them a head start, increasing their chances of successful germination. Some seeds must pass through an elephant's gut to break down their tough outer coating. This allows them to germinate and grow. In this way, elephants act as unwitting gardeners, spreading life across the landscape and ensuring the survival of countless plant species. Section 5. A helping trunk. Elephants as providers for other animals. Elephants are not just gardeners, but also providers for other animals. During the dry season, they use their tusks to dig for water in dry riverbeds. These water holes become lifelines for other animals, offering a precious source of water when it is scarce. Antelope, zebra, and even lions rely on these oases. Their dung, too, provides sustenance. Insects lay their eggs in the nutrient-rich dung, providing food for birds and other creatures. Even in death, elephants give back to the ecosystem. Their carcasses provide a feast for scavengers, returning vital nutrients to the soil. Section 6. A bond across time. Humans and elephants, a complex history. Humans and elephants share a long and complex relationship. This bond stretches back thousands of years, with evidence of interactions dating to ancient civilizations. From the African savannas to the dense forests of Asia, humans have lived alongside these majestic creatures, learning from them and in many ways depending on them. For centuries, we have been captivated by their intelligence, strength, and grace. Elephants have demonstrated remarkable problem-solving abilities and emotional depth, forming close-knit family groups and showing empathy towards one another. Their sheer presence has inspired countless myths, legends, and stories across different cultures. In some cultures, elephants are revered as sacred animals, symbols of wisdom and good fortune. They are often depicted in religious texts and art, embodying the virtues of patience, memory, and loyalty. Festivals and ceremonies frequently feature elephants adorned in vibrant decorations, highlighting their esteemed status in society. They have been integrated into religious ceremonies and cultural traditions. In India, for example, the elephant-headed god Ganesha is one of the most worshipped deities, symbolizing the removal of obstacles and the bringing of good fortune. This deep spiritual connection underscores the reverence many cultures have for elephants. We've also trained elephants for work, using their strength to clear forests and transport goods. Their ability to carry heavy loads and navigate difficult terrain made them indispensable in logging and construction industries. This partnership between humans and elephants has been both practical and mutually beneficial. Their size and power made them valuable assets in agriculture and warfare. Elephants were used to plow fields, making agricultural work more efficient. In ancient battles, they served as living tanks, their imposing presence striking fear into the hearts of enemies. This utilization of elephants showcases their versatility and the high regard in which they were held. However, this long history has not always been harmonious. The capture and domestication of elephants have often led to their suffering. Many elephants in captivity show signs of distress and psychological trauma, a stark contrast to their natural behavior in the wild. This raises ethical questions about the treatment of these intelligent beings. The relationship between humans and elephants is now threatened by the darker side of human nature. Habitat destruction due to deforestation and urbanization has severely impacted elephant populations. Poaching for ivory and other body parts continues to pose a significant threat. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure that future generations can witness the majesty of elephants in their natural habitats. Section 7. The Shadow of Greed, Poaching and the Ivory Trade. The illegal ivory trade casts a dark shadow over the future of elephants. Driven by greed and fueled by demand, poachers continue to slaughter elephants for their tusks. This cruel and senseless act robs elephants of their lives and families. It disrupts social structures and leaves behind traumatized orphans. The decimation of elephant populations has far-reaching consequences for entire ecosystems. The delicate balance of nature is disrupted when these keystone species disappear. Despite international efforts to combat poaching, the illegal wildlife trade continues to thrive. More needs to be done to stop this cruel and unsustainable practice. Section 8, Squeezed Out, Habitat Loss and Human-Elephant Conflict. As human populations grow and expand, elephants are increasingly being squeezed out of their natural habitats. This encroachment is not just a minor inconvenience for these majestic creatures, it fundamentally disrupts their way of life. Elephants, known for their migratory patterns, find their traditional routes blocked by human developments. Forests are cleared for agriculture, settlements, and infrastructure. This large-scale deforestation not only reduces the available habitat for elephants, but also fragments the landscape, making it difficult for them to find food and water. This habitat loss forces elephants into closer contact with humans, leading to conflict. Elephants often wander into farmlands in search of food, inadvertently destroying crops and causing significant economic losses for farmers. Farmers struggle to protect their crops, while elephants are often injured or killed in retaliation. The use of electric fences, traps, and even firearms to deter elephants can result in severe injuries or death for these animals. This conflict is a lose-lose situation for both species. Farmers face economic hardship and elephants suffer from injuries and loss of life. The emotional toll on both sides is immense, with communities living in constant fear of elephant raids and elephants experiencing stress and trauma. It highlights the urgent need for conservation efforts that prioritize coexistence and address the root causes of habitat loss. Protecting elephant corridors, which are essential for their migratory patterns, is a critical step. Establishing buffer zones around protected areas can help create a safe space for elephants to live and move without coming into conflict with human activities. Promoting sustainable land use practices such as agroforestry and community-led conservation projects are crucial steps in mitigating this conflict. By working together, humans and elephants can find a way to coexist peacefully, ensuring the survival of both species and the health of our shared environment. Section 9, A Future for Giants. Why elephant conservation matters. The future of elephants hangs in the balance, but there is still hope. These magnificent creatures, known for their intelligence, emotional depth, and complex social structures, are facing unprecedented threats, from habitat loss due to deforestation and human encroachment to the brutal realities of poaching for ivory. The challenges are immense. By understanding the crucial role they play in our ecosystem and the threats they face, we can act to protect them. Elephants are keystone species, meaning their presence is critical for the health of their environment. They help maintain the ecological balance by dispersing seeds, creating water holes used by other animals, and even shaping the landscape of their habitats. Supporting organizations working on anti-poaching initiatives, such as funding ranger patrols and providing them with the necessary equipment, is essential. These brave individuals put their lives on the line to protect elephants from poachers, ensuring that these animals can live in safety. Advocating for stricter wildlife trade regulations, both locally and internationally, can help curb the illegal trade of ivory and other elephant products. Governments and international bodies must work together to enforce these laws and penalize those who break them. Promoting responsible tourism is another vital step. Ecotourism can provide much-needed funds for conservation efforts while educating tourists about the importance of protecting these animals. Tourists should be encouraged to observe elephants from a safe distance and support lodges and tour operators that prioritize the well-being of wildlife. Educating future generations about the importance of conservation is equally crucial. By teaching children about the role elephants play in our world and the threats they face, we can foster a sense of empathy and responsibility. Schools, community programs, and even media can play a significant role in this educational effort. Fostering a sense of empathy for these magnificent creatures is equally crucial. When people, especially the young, feel a connection to elephants, they are more likely to support conservation efforts and advocate for their protection. The fate of elephants rests in our hands. Collective action from individuals, communities, and governments is necessary to ensure their survival. Volunteering for conservation projects, donating to wildlife protection organizations, and spreading awareness are all ways we can contribute. It is our responsibility to ensure that these gentle giants continue to roam free for generations to come. By taking action now, we can create a future where elephants thrive in their natural habitats, enriching our world with their presence.